let's just go on this.
Bear witness to my power. I've been waiting for this.
Indeed, you really do seem to be a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
With all my might.
Can't go on.
The enemy officer
It is time to advance.
has been defeated.
Trust in me and follow.
Gotcha. Looking rough.
Come in to the advance.
Keep pressuring them. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You have your
Impressive,
opponent. Come at
as
me.
always.
Get serious.
There's a
Come
lot
at
I can
me.
learn from you.
There I go, opponent. A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. I guess you want to die. There we go.
Easy. Time to act. With all my might. Let's end this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You challenge me to a duel, bro?
Wu has overcome every crisis until...
You knew exactly where to find me. Did I really stand out that much? I did, huh? Guess I'm finally building a bit of presence after all. Recently, even if I'm not together with Lord Chengpu or Huang Gai, I'm no longer being asked to take care of cleanup tasks. Having gone through 3 generations of Wu, I've finally gained gravitas as an officer. How are you doing? You've been lured into Wu by me, with the promise of food. Any regrets? Good to hear. That sets my mind at ease. I was worried you might say you wanted to be more prominent. On another note, don't you get the feeling that the younger ones are growing more powerful recently? And when they rise up, my hard-fought position will be up for grabs. Will they gain dignity and gravity as Lord Chengpu did? Or grow bodies of steel like Huang Gai? Thanks. You always know what to say. I really like that aspect of you, you know? Well then, I'm counting on you to always stay by my side. Officers like you and I have to accept that we'll remain unnoticed even as we carry out grand acts. But we can meet up like this sometimes and give each other praise where praise is due. By the way, I ordered way back before you even arrived, and yet it's still not here. Mind checking up on that for me? I'd appreciate it.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land.
Do you think this deployment is daring enough to defeat Cao Cao's divisions?
Arcane, Turtle Froze. Strong, charge, strong attack, crescent blade. Nice, crescent blades, hell yeah.
The Young Sea's been busy these days, with even more military ships sailing about.
Take this.
Looking rough.
Time to act.
This ends here! Tables turned.
Looking up. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Time to attack.
Let's give it to them!
Take this.
I've infested.
Whoa, the enemy officer has been defeated. Whoa, take this.
Looking rough.
Whoa, take that. Take this. Time to act. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Two of those. This third one will have to come with time. Ten battle art chains, yeah. It's gonna have to happen eventually.
The honorable warrior is still with us. I couldn't ask.
Being able to fight alongside famous officers.
Do you remember that day, when I came to you unannounced to ask you to take the future of the Sun Clan into your hands? I see. I suppose it would be too selfish of me to ask you to forget it. I must admit that at the time I had lost all sense of dignity. Just when I thought I had seen enough battles to be able to pick out a novice by the way his weapon shakes in his hands, there I was. I had assumed that there was no youth left in this haggard body, but in that moment, I glimpsed it well. And how do you feel about all of this? Everything that's happened since joining us in service of the Sun family? Then I will make no apologies. If it brought you to our side, then even bowing my head to you was well worth the effort. Lord Sun Quan has succeeded Lord Sunsa as the head of the Sun family. I do not doubt the talents of Lord Sun Quan, even though he has become a leader at such a young age. Truth be told, he has attracted many new talented people to his side. With such a momentum, they are sure to become a nigh unstoppable force to be reckoned with across the land. My role in this is to keep Lord Sun Quan and his young acolytes from letting all that power go to their heads. We cannot let a tragedy like the one that befell Lord Sunsa happen again. And I care not if people say I'm out to spoil the mood. I will carry out my duty. You're going to be there watching me give the youngsters a hard time with my veins popping out of my head. You'd enjoy that, I'm sure. I have my principles, so I care not one bit what the young ones think about me. But I must also admit that having someone to talk to like this brings me great comfort. And I wouldn't want to get that from anyone but you. These quiet moments we have together are what keep me going. It is my hope that you feel the same.
I'm gonna protect my family when the bad guys come to town.
I saw Lord Xiahou Yuan enjoying a meal with his subordinates. Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
Being hungry keeps you in low.
I just want our life to remain as it is. Everyone's always talking about Lord Cao Cao now. Hard seeing Lord Xiahou Dun with his eye like that.
Another war?
Cao Cao and Lord Liu Bei once fought side by side. Now here they are.
I do not care who rules this place. This is my home, and I will live out my years.
So Lord Sun Quan's leading Wu?
I wonder.
We need you to join the attack on Lujiang as well. We don't expect it to be an especially difficult battle, but if we don't deal with this properly, these fights could continue long into the future. Ever since Sun Ce died, fear has been brewing throughout the kingdom, and even within our own ranks. The rebellion in Lujiang is being fueled by Cao Cao's meddling. But it never would have happened under Sun Ce's leadership. We must put out this fire before it spreads any further. The future of Wu is at stake. I admit, my duties have been piling up quite rapidly. But I shall never grow tired of supporting our lord in his time of need. Lord Sun Quan is a fine leader of the House of Sun in his own right. While he may not have the bravery of Sun Ce, he is both wise and decisive. It seems he is stumbling under the weight of his new responsibilities at the moment. But I know he will stand strong and become a pillar for Wu. What purpose does a subject have without faith in his leader? That is the way I see it.
It is indeed very unfortunate that he lost both his father and a brother, but he cannot expect to lead if he continues to be so timid.
Lord Zhengzhou, you may wish to speak a bit more softly.
I must speak loudly if I am to be heard.
If you doubt our leader's ability, you should close your mouth and raise your banner in revolt. That's what I would do.
If you lack the conviction to challenge him, keep it to yourself, Cao Cao. Nothing's more useless than a retainer who offers only compliments.
Complaints. Oh, they didn't.
I did not intend to sow doubt. But as it stands, Lord
They
Sun
should've
Quan
caught that.
is the leader of a kingdom. If he doesn't get a hold of himself soon, there will be trouble. Hopefully, the next battle will be a turning point for him.
Despite what he says, I get the feeling that Chang Chao is more worried about Lord Sun Quan than any of us.
Yes, true loyalty can be a difficult thing to perceive. Be that as it may, we are only officers in the House of Sun. It is not our duty to meddle in our leader's personal affairs.
Very true. There are some things that Lord Sun Quan must face himself. For now, we should keep our thoughts to ourselves and prepare for battle. That is the best way to express our devotion to our Lord.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition. He deserves a...
Everyone is uneasy after what happened to my brother. It's times like these that I need to hold my head up high. I know very well that neither he nor father would ever give up and lose heart. Thank you. It really is heartening to hear you say that. Both my father and Suo would valiantly lead our forces into battle to claim victory with their own hands, surviving the world at its worst. That is what brought our people under their command. Simply being born into the Sun clan is not enough to earn their respect. The leader of the Sun clan must prove their strength. And right now, our leader, my brother Chuen, is struggling. This means that I will have to lead our troops into battle in his place. In times of trouble, family is the one thing we can always rely on. I'm really going to have to be at my best.
Lord Sun Quan, you look rather discouraged.
Oh, Taishitsu. The moment word of my brother's death began to spread, a rebellion broke out. Even my inner circle has begun to lose faith in me. I'm sick of constantly being reminded of my own inadequacy. If only I were more like my brother, then I would be able to quell their fears.
Lord Sun Sua certainly was capable of that. He was a great man. Perhaps that is the best way to describe him.
I have to win our next battle to prove my strength. If I am unable to do that, the warriors of Wu will never accept me as their leader.
He said it right. He said woo. He didn't say ooh.
That duty is weighing very heavily on my shoulders. Now...
If I may, Lord Sun Quan. There are men under my command who know only of horses, and others who do nothing but read. Some can barely hold a sword. And yet, they are all excellent soldiers, with skills that can be put to great use in battle. Each of them is invaluable in their own way. The same principles applies to the differences between you and Lord Sun Sua. You cannot become Lord Sun Sua no matter how hard you try. So you should do things your own way, to reveal your true strengths and abilities. What we as subjects want is not the man that Lord Sun Sua was. We simply want a leader that is worthy of our loyalty and service. Perhaps I've said too much. I will leave you now, my lord.
My own strengths. You have your own strengths and skills.
You are right.
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever.
Oh, excuse me.
Is this really a battle we can win? If Lord Sun Jin and Lord Sun Shi were here, but Lord Sun Chen has promised nothing more than to guard our backs. That may be a wise decision as a commander, but will the soldiers of Wu accept it?
I wonder. Lord Sun Quan, many of our men have expressed their dissatisfaction with our strategy for the next battle. They are wondering if the leadership of the Sun clan plans to sit back and watch as they risk their lives fighting.
I suppose I cannot avoid such doubts, but I devised this plan personally, after much consideration.
And I will be leading our troops into battle myself. I am a lady of the House of Sun. I will not be accused of inaction in the face of danger. My brother will be watching over us all as our commander. His role will be to keep a close eye on our situation in battle.
No amount of explaining will put everyone's mind at ease. I am who I am. I will never replace my father or my brother in the way you all expect. So, I will have to prove my strength with my own actions and achievements. I want you to trust me just this once. I swear that I will lead you to victory in this battle.
Well then, let us see what you can do.
Let's begin. Listen up, everyone. Aye. Now then.
It is I!
Don't let me down now.
The death of my brother has shaken the foundations of the kingdom. That is why now, more than ever, we must put down this rebellion. I will need help from all of you to make things right.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That I too will be doing all in my power to fulfill my duty to you.
I'll lead the charge. Everyone, follow me!
Now!
So, how exactly are we going to win this? Nice. I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
All right, they're through. Close the gate! Got this.
They blocked the path.
The enemy officer
Looks like they're trying to divide our forces.
This is a little unsettling, but we can't let fear bind us. For now, we need to face forward and keep going.
all my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer.
There they are,
just
as we planned.
Now let your arrows fall upon them like rain.
I confess it.
This. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Cutting off our retreat so they can pick us off from afar. So this was their plan.
Now.
We can't just sit here and wait for them to shoot us. Everyone, charge forth without fear. Don't get cowed by the enemy.
The enemy
Charging at
officer
the enemy's front
has
line
been defeated.
head on is the kind of fighting the Soon family is known for. But she really takes it a bit too far.
The Mythical Siege Battalion has encountered enemy resistance.
The enemy
We
officer
must break through
has
enemy
been
lines
defeated.
and rush to their aid.
Forward march!
So soon, I couldn't fulfill my duty.
Now. Time to act.
The heroes have stopped.
I've infested.
This
The
must
enemy
be my
officer
brother's doing.
has been defeated.
Lord Sun Quan has saved us. Once again,
This
let's read the battlefield accurately.
is ours.
Commence the advance!
Let's go.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance!
Now.
It seems this gate is closed tight. Looks like we're going to have to
The
bust
enemy
in
officer
with a ram.
has been defeated.
We're going to take control of each critical location as planned. We have to establish a foothold for the siege.
The enemy officer
Begin the
has been
advance.
defeated.
Looking rough.
Take this.
You're
This
outshining
territory
everyone
is
else.
ours.
I must study and learn your ways.
Let's go.
We have our foothold. but there are still too many enemy soldiers. If we brought out the ram now, they'll destroy it easily. What we need to do now is keep taking the enemy's strongholds. We have to reduce their numbers to ensure the safety of this area.
This path leads behind the castle. If we keep going this way...
Yes, we can attack the enemy from behind. Let us attack the castle separately from the rest of our forces.
The tide of battle is even again. Now it's time to overwhelm them with our might.
Take this!
Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Let's go!
Now!
Very nicely.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep up the good work.
So you rats are trying to get inside this way too? So predictable.
Yes!
Reporting! There's fierce fighting brewing on the eastern side of the battlefield!
Luther, I have decided to join the
enemy officer.
I'll draw the enemy to me, while the ram is prepared.
Take this!
Then you will be sending the current siege
The enemy officer
east.
has been defeated.
I think you've made the right choice.
Forward march!
This territory
You really
is
think
ours.
that's enough to stop us? Let's go. All that's left is to scatter the enemies blocking our path. Onward!
Good. Looks like we've taken all the strongholds. Now it should be safe enough to bring out the ram.
Time to act.
What would
The enemy officer
have done in this
has been
situation?
defeated.
He probably would have gone east, perhaps even alone. But Lord Sun Quan was
This territory
He consulted with
is
others
ours.
and made a prudent decision. He values the lives of his people and does all he can to keep them safe. That is what makes him fit to rule our kingdom.
Everyone listen! As of now, I am taking over the siege.
Could I? The enemy
I want
officer
you all to march
has
east.
been defeated.
Join forces with our allies there, to attack the enemy from behind.
Sometimes we must adjust our plans to suit the circumstances. You've made a great
The
decision.
enemy officer
No
has
objection.
been defeated.
In the advance.
This territory
All right, I think this is
the enemy officer has been defeated.
We await your orders.
Now is the time to break down the castle gates.
Let's go.
And finish this fight. Charge!
They're up to something.
Not on my watch.
Yes!
Their ambush had us a little worried there. We never expected reinforcements.
He understands that what wins the day isn't sheer brute force. We're losing every soldier and every opportunity to their full.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Blessed with a great leader. This victory will be our way of showing our gratitude.
Commence the advance!
Looking rough.
This territory is ours.
You've done it, then. True warrior of the Three Kingdoms.